What's up, guys? It feels good to be back. What's going on? Happy New Year to everybody. I know everybody recently had seen me post that I was coming back to YouTube. I'm very excited about it. As you guys can see, I'm in my work clothes. So yeah, we're starting off the new year right. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of unboxings. Start letting you guys know our affiliated programs that we're associated with. Just new adventures that we're going to be dealing with. But I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I missed you guys. It was a much needed break that I needed. I needed to get myself together as a person. I needed to finally come to terms that, you know what, YouTube is just made for fun. It's not for me to sit here and purchase things that I'm not actually a big fan of. And I wanted my thing for YouTube to just be about me, not about any of my outside stuff. So I'm excited for 2023, and I'm super excited to go home and finally do this awesome unboxing of Moff Gideon and this custom base that I had done by my buddy Joel. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going into work. I'm getting my first coffee of the year, and let's dive in. So what's going on, guys? As you guys can see, we're in my disorganized toy room. I've been slowly selling like about 65% of my collection. And I definitely want to get rid of all these glass cases, and I want to be able to get Billy bookcases from IKEA. And I just want to be able to like finally put all my vintage toys up, do all my autographs, my plaques, my Ewoks are down there. So I'll flip the camera, show you guys kind of like what the room looks like. So you guys can see I have other stuff over here that needs to be built. It's just been crazy. So as you guys can see, this is everything that I have. I have mostly everything in box still, and I'm just trying to figure out things that I would like to do. But yeah, eventually this is all gonna finally be emptied out, and I'm gonna be able to build the toy room that I actually want. But needless to say, my favorite thing is this amazing diorama that I got from my friend Joel that he made for me. I'll put the camera on it so it looks better. Look at this. So I was talking to Joel about a month ago, and I was telling him how I just got Moff Gideon last year as a hot toy, and how badly I wanted to showcase him as if when The Mandalorian happened, when he came out of the TIE fighter and just looked completely badass. And even Joel here was kind enough to add a Sideshow little holder piece for me. And hopefully, I'm so bad in doing this one-handed, but I can do it now. This is like what the inside of the TIE fighter is. He even put a chair there, so like if Moff Gideon wants to sit there as well. But I figured we'd have him on the top just to showcase it. This is one of one, meaning that no one can obtain this from Joel. He was kind enough to make this just custom for me, and I was completely honored by it. So now to get to the unboxing of Moff Gideon. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, like I showed you, I'm still in the process of building my room, so it's going to be chaotic moving forward. But I did receive last year this Moff Gideon hot toy, and I was super excited to pick it up. And now that the fact that Joel had gotten me or made me this customized the TIE fighter, look at that, I can't even speak English. Now that Joel got me this customized TIE fighter, it's time to finally unbox this bad boy and finally add him up here. So as you guys can see, the box cover itself is just freaking fantastic. My one favorite thing that I loved about this figure was the actual details of the face of Giancarlo Stanton. I had the opportunity of meeting him at MegaCon, and he was just freaking fantastic. He signed my Moff Gideon Black Series figure, and we chit-chatted just a bit. But he was kind enough, and I even told him I had his hot toy coming soon. But when I say the articulation in this face and the detail of it is a 10, it is a 10. Whoever was the sculptor for this one did an impeccable job. You can tell that they paid attention to all the wrinkles, the crevices, and everything that was on his face. So I can't wait to dive in and open this bad boy. So I know you guys are ready. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So we're getting ready now to the nitty gritty to open this bad boy up. And as you guys can see, the bright orange colors that they have here. Absolutely love how they were able to manipulate his face. So now let's get this bad boy open. And one thing that I actually love about this figure is he came with a traditional dark saber. Then he came with an open swoop dart saber. Came with a gun. Came with multiple changing arms. So I'm going to remove the plastic so you guys can see. And I know, it's so weird. I haven't done this in such a long time that I don't even know what I'm doing. I promised that I wasn't going to start being super rough to the Hot Toys, like how Scott and Barry used to say all the time that I was rough. But, you know, practice makes perfect. So I'm going to put the lighting here on so you guys can see. Look at that face sculpt. It's just absolutely beautiful. Comes with an awesome chest plate. The shoes are completely detailed. And again, like I said, he comes with changeable arms. 2 dark sabers, a blaster that I guess have migrated down there. But I'm ready to take this bad boy out. Start putting him up so you guys can see. But look at this. Look at the details on the hair. That's my favorite part. I'm going to get it here on the lighting. And then look at this face. I do love the eyes. I wonder if he has the same eyes like Ahsoka, how you pop up the head and you can move the eyes. But this looks so real. It's kind of creepy. It's like looking at a Madame Tussauds wax doll. But I'm ready to put him up and hang him up on the blaster and just either have him with a blaster or maybe do it with the dark saber. I'm probably going to do it with the dark saber. So let's get to it. All right, guys. As you can see, I kind of got this displayed. I took off Moff Gideon and we are ready to add him on here and just showcase on how badass he's gonna look on this TIE fighter. So like I said, I was very happy that my buddy Joel was able to install one of these Sideshow holders and put him on the back of the TIE fighter just so it makes it look like he's actually coming out like he did in the show The Mandalorian when he was coming out of the TIE fighter looking so merciless and angry and basically wanted to kill everything of all Mando. I have to say his character should have been more Sith. Should have been more like Moff, like Grand Moff Tarkin. Should have had just more of like, you know, Sith everything. Even though, you know, his saying was most of it like Sith-wise and, you know, the Order. But I just felt like his character could have just been more intense. And, you know, they kind of ruined it in the last season, but it was all right. Sideshow saved it by making this awesome figure. I'm trying to make his cape stand more. And I'm trying to just give his foot that prop. So I feel like this is more of a badass look. I'm definitely going to move his arm like that to just make it seem like he's ready for a duel. But I have to say, this is probably one of the greatest things ever. I know for a fact another company is selling all this together. And I think it's like $1,200. Where I got him for $279 and my buddy Joel did this for less than 300 bucks, including shipping. So under 500, I was able to get this awesome thing. I will say this, that moving forward, I am going to be doing a lot of like little side projects. I fell in love with this style of 3D printing, weathering, and making your own dioramas. So I have one in the works that I'm basically coming up with. I want to do the last season of Clone Wars where Ahsoka is staring at all the clone helmets and just, you know, with her cloak and everything. So I've been reaching out to a couple of my buddies in the Star Wars community. They have been giving me input, but just needless to say, this is badass. I'll flip the camera over so you guys can see it. But as I turn this way, I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm back. I know this was probably like a very short, you know, not really orchestrated film. It's very raw. But I haven't done a video in 6 months, I want to say. So I'm kind of sturdy. I'm going to be getting in the rhythm of things. There are going to be a whole bunch of unboxings. I am going to be checking out local stores in Florida as well. And I have a whole bunch of cons listed. I am going to be going to ICC Nashville, getting to hang out with my buddies again. Definitely going to try to go to San Diego Comic-Con to meet up with Joey the Collector. And then I think my boyfriend and I were talking about possibly going to New York and checking out stores up there as well. So this was a definite must. And I cannot wait to finally have the toy room fully built where I can showcase this in a better area. Probably put some lights up here to just make it look super cool. But again, guys, I am back and I'll be making more content for you guys. I'm not going to be doing it so aggressively like how I was before. I do have a personal life. I do have work as well. So whenever I can drop a video, I will drop a video. But any of you guys reaching out, it's always appreciated. And if you ever want to talk to me about toys and Star Wars, you can always reach me on Instagram on Nilda_Nilda Listens, and I will always be there to talk. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in for this quick little unboxing, and I'll see you next week.